What's up everybody, it's Mark from 403 Fauna. On today's video, we're going to take a look back at the most expensive snakes I bought in 2022 and what is their value today. So I hope you kick back and listen in and enjoy the video. So we'll start with this Pastel blade lace clown that I bought earlier this year, 2023. This is the most expensive snake I bought this year. He was $1,500 from Afterlife Reptiles. I want to do a little comparison of prices in 2023 with 2022. Now on Morph Market right now, there is a couple of Pastel lace clowns for the same price, $1,500. So the value on this guy has not dropped at all. And personally, I think having blade makes it even better than the ones that are currently on Morph Market. This guy is stunning. A pastel clown, it should not look this good at this size. So lace is just making it absolutely stunning. I think pastel is a must to have in lace. Look at how incredible this guy is. I love how lace really popcorns the sides. Pastels have clean bellies to begin with. By putting lace here, makes it super clean. So this guy, he'll be ready to go in a couple of months. And I hope he goes to at least 2 or 3 females. He's a young male, so I'm not gonna push him too much, but I'm really stoked to have him. So let's take a look at the ones that I bought last year and what are their value today. We'll also take a look at one of the babies that they have produced each this year. So yeah, just enjoy this video and like, comment, subscribe. So the third most expensive snake I bought in 2022 is Gacy here. He's a super pastel leopard clown het desert ghost. I bought him for $1,950 from American Made Exotics. So crazy, $2,000 for this snake. That was at the beginning of 2022 when prices were still high. And I looked on Morph Market, and right now you can get the pastel version of this for only $500. So that's a 75% drop in price in 1 year's time. How crazy is that? Now, it's a combination of the economy, inflation, and also Desert Ghost. Desert Ghost has dropped tremendously since the highs of the COVID times. And, you know, I have no regrets paying that much for this guy because he sired a couple of clutches for me last year, and I just took him out from a pairing with a pastel blade double het DG clown. Now it appears that Desert Ghost is not a polygenic recessive, but it's actually a simple recessive. So I had plans of replacing this guy with a Desert Ghost het clown, but now that the new information has come out, I have no qualms about putting this guy to another het desert ghost. So I'm really hoping I produce some DG clowns this year. And he produced some really nice desert ghosts for me this year. And that's why I have no regrets about purchasing him. When you're buying your snakes, think about what they're gonna produce for you in the future. And let me share with you right now, one of the babies that he produced this year. So once again, we have Gacy, Super Pastel, Leopard Clown, Het Desert Ghost, purchased originally for $1,950. Babies at this time are going for only $500. So let's take a look at one of his offspring. So here goes a Pastel, Leopard, Desert Ghost, Het Clown, female that he produced for me this year. I just looked on Morph Market and I seen one going for $1,300, this exact same snake. And he also produced another desert ghost, Pastel, leopard, Mojave, nanny, yellow belly desert ghost, het clown, which is just even more crazy, but she just ate and I don't want to mess with her. So the fact that he produced a very incredible clutch for me has, justified what I paid for him last year. And the thing about when you buy babies, again, think about what you will put them to in the future, because the value is going to drop regardless. And where you'll gain back is in the babies that they'll produce. I definitely gain back anything that I put into that guy with the incredible clutches that he has produced for me this year. So let's take a look at the second most expensive snake I bought in 2022 and what is its value today. Now here's the second most expensive snake I bought in 2022. He is a Pastel Super Enchi Desert Ghost Het Hypo. I bought him for $2,000 from Fireball Reptiles. Now this guy, look at how incredible he is now. He is huge, he's thick. He produced one clutch for me last year, even though he went to several girls. Usually the young males, they might hit on one or two girls, but usually I find that they're not going to get much more than that. I don't have an ultrasound here, I can't take advantage of that. But this guy's cool because he got a little bit of paradox, which has kept the really black color that a ball python would normally have without Desert Ghost. Absolutely incredible head stamp this boy has. Let's take a look at that. So the bottom has completely dropped out on Desert Ghost prices. One of these, minus the Het Hypo, is going for $450 on Morph Market. Again, another 75% price drop from last year. I bought him, I believe, in January of 2022. And yeah, the price now completely gone. But he did sire a clutch for me. And now that he's bigger, I'm gonna put him to much more girls this year with confidence. And I know he's gonna produce even better snakes for me this year. So again, no regrets on buying this guy. Let's take a look at one of the offsprings he has produced for me last year. Here goes a Pastel Enchi Hurricane Het Desert Ghost that guy just produced for me this year. So I'm really glad to get Hurricane into Desert Ghost. Now honestly, Hurricane and Enchi, not the best combo, I gotta admit. It was a dual sired clutch, so there was a pinstripe Hurricane in there as well. But you cannot deny that this guy or this girl here is still absolutely beautiful. So once again, Pastel Enchi Hurricane Het Desert Ghost that my boy Adonis produced for me this year. Let me see if I can spread them out. There we go. I can see that incredible aberrancy Hurricane brings to this combo. Now next week I'm going to do a video on my monsoon projects, and the plan is to take Hurricane into monsoon, and I really want to see how the Het monsoon interacts with Hurricane, so I'm excited for that pairing this year. Now let's take a look at the number one most expensive snake I bought last year and what its value is this year. The number one most expensive snake I bought in 2022 is this Mojave Het Monsoon I got from Dave Green Reptiles for $2,250. Isn't that insane? Now going into this, if you told me that I was gonna spend $2,000 for a snake, I would have said you're crazy. But I went all in on monsoon. Now this guy, put in some work for me last year. He produced 1 clutch. He went to a piebald. Now, unfortunately, I put him to 2 clowns and those girls did not go for me, but he's a year older and wiser with more size, and I fully expect him to give me at least 3 clutches this year, even though I'm planning, I think, 5. So stay tuned to my Mojave, or I'm sorry, my monsoon video next week. Now, you can get a Mojave Het monsoon today, a 2023 model, for $1,250. So the price dropped on them 44%. Not as crazy as that Desert Ghost 75% price drop, but still a significant chunk. And I think this year there's going to be a lot more Het monsoons produced and more monsoons produced. So the price will continue to drop on that. But I got some double Het monsoon pies from this guy. So his value, what I paid for him, has already been retained and more on the clutch that he gave me. Now, some people believe that monsoon is an incomplete dominant, and we'll take a look at one of his babies right now, and I'll show you why I believe it is a double Het monsoon pie. So once again, Mojave Het monsoon from Dave Green Reptiles, $2,250 in 2022. $1,250 now in 2023. Let's take a look at one of his babies. Here goes one of the offspring produced by the Mojave Het monsoon bred to a piebald. I'm going to confidently say that this is a double Het monsoon pied. Big shout out to Austin from Royal Highness Pythons. I just watched the live he had with Flawless Exotic Creations, and he showed off a lot of the markers for monsoon. And looking at this guy, he or girl, she has all of them. This girl is feisty, and I might get bit on this video. I hope I don't. She's already girthy. All of these babies came out to be really good eaters and have put on a lot of size for me already. I'm gonna try to flip her and not get bit, so you look at her belly. Look at the aberrancy on that belly. So definitely a double Het monsoon pied right here. The only downside of this clutch is I didn't get a male out of it. They were all females. And a lot of them are showing some really nice Het monsoon traits. And of course, RGI is coming out with a test for monsoon really soon. So I'm gonna bet at least half of them produce or come out Het monsoon, if not even more. So crazy. I'm gonna put them down. So even though prices have dropped massively this past year, even if you bought in during that crazy time, most of my purchases were in 2020, 21, and 22. I've produced a lot from things that I've bought, and I'm really happy with what I've got. If you're just getting into ball pythons, get in now. You can get some crazy stuff for what I paid in 2020 and up to 22. So go for it. Prices are good. Black Friday sales are coming up this week. Take advantage of that. Okay, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Have a great week, everybody. Take care and be safe.